Hello and welcome to episode 16. Can't believe it. So it's been a bit of a crappy week this week. You know what I mean? So after the last couple of weeks, we had nearly 2 weeks where we had no issues. We were poo free. Um, but this week we've had two major punamis running down legs, smeared on the floor. Fortunately, only the bathroom floor, um, but still, not a pleasant thing. And it really takes it out of Mick because it's exhausting. I mean, you know yourself, when you have diarrhea and that, it's exhausting, isn't it? You don't feel well. And it's like that for him. And in fact, it's even worse because, firstly, he can feel it wherever he is, and then he has to rush which is difficult for him because his mobility. So he rushes to get to the toilet. Then he kind of has to deal with it all. And then it's exhausting having diarrhea anyway. And then there's the whole emotional turmoil of, accepting that these things happened. And, he's tried to clean up, but it's hard for him. So, I mean, the second of the two incidents happened when I was out. And I pulled up on the drive and I saw the bathroom window was open. I immediately had my suspicion. Then I came in and I saw that he was wearing jogging bottoms, not his jeans. Put two and two together and asked the question. And yeah, bless him, he'd had an accident. So, and he really had tried to clean it up, but really all he'd done is like smear it over the floor where it had fallen. He can't really bend down, so he can't get down there anyway. His vision's not great, so he can't actually see whether he's cleaned it up or not. And I did have, I had a moment where I was like, I felt really fed up about it. I felt hard done by. I felt resentful of the fact that I'd come home from a nice morning out to have to deal with shit. But you know what? It quickly passed and I just cleaned it up and we moved on because within, 6 or 7 minutes of me being home, there's no evidence of it. Clothes are in the washing machine, floor's cleaned up, he's cleaned up, he's in clean clothes, and it's like it never happened. So, I have to get over those feelings because I just always think, well, thank goodness I'm not him. That's happens to me a lot when I think that because sometimes it is hard being the carer dealing with it all, but not as hard as it is being him. But other than that, I actually had a good week. I took him out for a drive this week. I persuaded him to leave the house, and I think it's the first time he's left the house this year, apart from to go to the hospital. So that was a change of scenery. It was a cold day, it was a grey day, but we went to the seafront and we sat in the car and we watched the waves crashing. It was really therapeutic and it was just nice to be out. I got out of the car and I did walk down right down to the sea, but it was cold and blowy, really windy. So I didn't stay out long either. I got back in the car. We just sat and chatted and, watched the world go by. There was not many people out there, but there's quite a lot of other people sitting in their cars watching the waves crash because it was so windy and not warm either. It was really quite cold. But I was out as well this week. I've been out 3 times this week as well as that. I had a walk with a friend on Sunday, and that was Sunday morning. And that ended in coffee and croissant. I met the lady that I'd only met online in Costa, in my local town on Monday. And then on Thursday, I met a friend that I haven't seen for a while actually. And we met in the New Forest for brunch. I had halloumi with smashed avocado on sourdough, which was very yummy. So that was nice. So I've had quite a busy week. I haven't any clients this week. My clients seem to have moved into a fortnightly routine. So next week's going to be really busy. Last week was really busy, but this week it's been quite quiet. So, and it's quite nice to have it like that. I don't mind. We've sat down and watched quite a few Place in the Suns this week. I enjoy those. Makes me dream. And I have actually made quite a big decision. So I'm just going to mull on that and then I will let you know about that in a separate episode. Um, we watched a couple of films this week, the best one being Hidden Figures. If you haven't seen that, I'd really recommend it. It's a true story about three black women who become engineers, computer programmers, and mathematicians at NASA. Really, really interesting film. And I love true stories anyway. They're really inspirational. So, but other than that, I mean, it's been a bit miserable this week just because of the weather. And I mean, we're in the middle of April and it's still like damp and grey and not very warm. But I have actually got out for a walk every morning this week. I've not got wet. I've always managed to get home before it rains. So that's been good. In fact, I've actually walked a marathon this week because I've walked just over 5 miles every day this week in 5 days. That's 26 miles in all. That's not bad, is it? Right, that's it for today. My parents are coming for lunch today, so I'm off to go and sort that out. So have a great time. Don't forget to subscribe if you're watching these, and I will see you soon. Bye.